Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is actually I want to jump back into eCampus. So that'll give me an opportunity to go and access my course. And so let me sign in. Logging in, waiting, and there we are. I'm going to go to courses and, well, I could search for it. You're going to see older classes, newer classes, etc. The one that I want, actually, I have it located in my homepage here. It's IMED 2415 Web Design 2, and it's coming up. And here we are, Web Design number 2, and we are going to be working the About Me page. I'm going to go into the assignments for Spring 2018. That's where this particular video is hosted at the time that you see this. Currently, Week 3 is grayed out, but you should have access to it. Obviously, you're watching this video. Here's the assignment, the About Me page. This assignment will allow you to create an About Me page. Yes, this is basically like a little mini resume. It's going to give you, or rather give the reader, a little bit of information about you, your name, your email address, your major, a picture of yourself, a section of the page with space for links to future assignments, and I'll explain that when we get to it. In addition to this, you're also going to be designing a couple of other pages by interests with what you like to do, related image for each of your interests. Hopefully you have more than one thing. If you like video games, maybe pick 2 or 3 different ones, and you can list those. My favorite song, and hopefully you have one. If you don't have a favorite song, well, maybe you can get your favorite movie, or your favorite TV show, or your favorite YouTube channel, and then give me an image that relates to that interest as well. Each one of these will have some navigation that takes us back to your home page, and if you would just put these little mini fake arrow return to the home page. We're not going to have any graphic icons just yet. There's going to be a lot of text, a lot of pictures, since that's what we really are talking about in this section, is working with images. As I scroll down, you'll see that I have given you some information on graphics and some notes on how to use images, as well as some examples. And later on, why don't you also go ahead and look at the flashcards, yes, that are attached to the assignment. There's one full of key terms provided by Ms. Janet Ward, who teaches this in another section. Also, you can go to W3 Schools and learn a lot more about the image tag, and also there's this other resource called HTML Dog that talks about images. Now, this is a Web Design 2 class, so I am working on the full assumption that you've already gone through Web Design 1. So I hope that the idea of putting images on the internet is not necessarily a new one for you. We're going to go through this fairly quick so that we can move on to working responsive pages, and hopefully moving on to making, I don't know, more responsive interactive pages using JavaScript, etc. In this Web Design 2 course. There's also some other links that I'll be using in the assignment. You notice that in my, not in this one, but in the original page, I have, let me go all the way back. I have this logo, which says that it's HTML5 powered with semantics. This is basically when I ask you to validate your page. It's cool, I guess, to use a logo like this. If I click on it, it'll actually take me to the validator. It tells me that there's no problems with my with that page. I'll go back. At some point, you'll see me also view the page source. I right-clicked on the page, and this code that I'm using here is the one that you can add to give me the logo on the page. This is actually hosted at the W3 page, so it gives it a little bit of, I don't know, authenticity. Going back to the assignment, what else are we going to be using? There's also a basic template, and I'll explain how we're going to use this when I get to the next part, probably the next video, the one following this one. Rather than typing every single one of these, we're going to be relying on templates, and if I don't give you a link to the appropriate site, there should be a text file attached to each one of the assignments. Like I said, I'm not going to type the whole thing for you because obviously you have to provide the content, but something basic like just a basic page, why not? It's going to be as simple as selecting the text and right-clicking at the right place and just telling it to copy, and opening up a Notepad++ is what I'm using, a text editor, and paste, and you're already on a good start to getting your page going. Okay, so rather than me talking for another 5 minutes, I'm going to stop here so that if you have any questions about anything that I said so far, and by the way, if you don't understand something, if I go too fast, if I skip this section, please send me an email, shoot me a note, let me know. And also if my I don't know, if I go on a tangent, I talk too much about something that doesn't have to do with the class, by all means, I look forward to your comments. I'll be opening FileZilla in the next video and moving my original index page so that I have space for my newly created index.